what strategies do you believe that are essential for keeping top talent engaged and motivated?
So top talent wants a few things. They want leadership that's decisive. They want communication, and they want resources. And then when they have the resources, they want to be left alone to do their job. So stop interrupting, right? And that is one of the really hot topics of service technicians. The other thing, of course, is you have to pay them fairly. So I'll give you an example. The national average pay for Starbucks starts at $15 to $17 an hour, depending on where you are, the seasonal variances. But do you want to work in the air conditioning with people for that much money, or do you want to work on the air conditioning in 100 degrees for the same or less? And if you have a logical, critical thinking, life experience, quality of life kind of approach, you're probably going to pick the one that's less difficult. So if you can do a few things with your technicians, get them the tools they need. They need a set of gauges per person. Go buy the meters. If you're short-staffed and that payroll amount is $25,000 to $40,000 a year, spend 25% of that or half of that on tools for everybody on site so they have everything they need, and you can multiply their effectiveness, and they're not going to leave because they have everything. Who else would give someone everything they need? I don't know anyone, maybe you've met him, I've never met that person, where they said, you've given me everything I've ever asked for. You treat me with respect. You give me time off when I need it. You let me go the extra mile when I have to. Not everything is a crisis. You take good care of me, I want to leave. I don't know anyone that's ever said that. And the expectations from office staff sometimes are just, they're just unrealistic, right? So if you want realistic results, you need realistic skill sets, realistic time management, like estimating how long it actually takes to do something. You need realistic resources, and then you need realistic timelines. And if you don't have those, all you're going to do is get upset. And what happens often is management, in many aspects, will think, well, I know someone that's never worked here that told me something different, and I value their input more than yours because I'm managing you and your performance and your time and resources. And that's why a lot of people will leave, because they feel like they're never quite trusted. So if a technician says, look, Adrian, it took 2 hours to do this, Joe, Susie, whoever. This time it took 3. I had to do a little extra carpentry work. You go, okay, I understand. Thank you for your work. But if you're constantly micromanaging and drilling down people, they're just going to leave, And the other thing that comes up sometimes, Adrian, as well, what if we buy them tools and they steal them? I'm like, well, then you hired a thief. Maybe you should work on interviews and screening, because if someone steals toilet paper, are you never going to buy that again? I mean, you're going to buy it, right? So it's the person, not the fact that you purchased something for them. The loss may be a little bit higher, but it's really difficult for people to leave when you give them everything they want, and you hold them accountable, and you should, right? But we have to treat people with respect and dignity. And overwhelmingly, that is the thing that technicians want improved, in addition to pay.